Hi, and welcome to Epiphan Live. Welcome to episode 13. My name is Matt.
And I'm George.
And today we're going to be talking about some new features that are coming in a future firmware update. So today we're going to be talking about chroma keying.
From Infocom, can you believe it? Here we are in our booth. Who would have thought that we'd come all the way to...
Okay, well,
No.
maybe not quite, but
Yeah.
you can visit us at our booth at 2050 for our booth number. You get a little bit more information about it, of course, what you're seeing at the show, and we're going to talk about a bit about that today.
Yeah, we have a couple of big things we're showing off there. One of them, obviously, is the Webcaster X2 because it's for sale now on our website. And it is our streaming device for Facebook and YouTube. And the other one that we always get a lot of attention for at trade shows is Purl 2. So this is a Purl 2, for those of you who don't know. It is a live video production system, and it is really easy to use, and it does just about everything you need for a live video production.
Now, the important thing, too, is everything that we do actually here for Epiphan Live is actually done through Purl.
Yes. Yeah, all the cameras we're using, all the equipment here goes through Purl, and we stream it up to Facebook and YouTube. And we have a new feature on Purl 2, and that is chroma keying.
Now, again, firmware 4.3 has not yet been released, but it is on its way. As you can see behind us now, it's just simply a green screen. No chroma keying has now been added. But of course, it will be coming very, very shortly.
Yeah, very soon. And so people, like you say, a lot of people have been asking us about chroma keying.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and I'm sure there's some of you on the side of the screen that are just screaming in such joy for everything else. And of course, green screen being a very common thing, but more importantly, and I think more interestingly, we've got another thing we're gonna.
Yeah, we know a lot of the common uses for green screen, like what we're doing here today, and you can show them what we've got set up here, Lisa, if you want. We just set this up really quickly in our studio. You can see we're about 2 feet away from a piece of green fabric with some lights on it, so this is by far the most optimal setup for green screening, but it also shows you it doesn't take a whole lot to set up to do some basic green screening.
Right. So one of the things we are absolutely showcasing today is talking a little bit more about titling.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but if you want to do really advanced titling, a lot of titling software, like what we're going to show you today, uses Chroma Key. So today we have this laptop running NewBlueFX. And there you go. So Jimmy the Superfly Snucka over here, and George the Animal of Steel. We're both wrestlers from a bygone era. I used to be big and hairy and fat and old, and now I'm younger and svelte.
And I used to be in my prime, and now I'm retired, and let's say retired again.
You're actually dead, I think.
Well, yeah. Well, I was trying to go a little bit more smoother on that, but that's fine.
But we just wanted to show off some of the titling that you can do here. So you can turn those on and off and play with those a little bit if you like. And you can see they're really dynamic. Like we have these animated titles that come on and off screen. You can set it all. We could have it set up so that we have different titles coming left, right, and center whenever we want.
Right.
And all of that is achieved through Chroma Key. So we have this laptop, like I said, running NewBlueFX. NewBlueFX is a great company. They make all kinds of awesome, I think I even have their website here. They make all kinds of great effects software, and we're using their Titler Pro. Is it Titler Pro? Titler Live software to do what we're doing today.
Now, that being said, anything that can use green screen software can also be applicable for chroma keying as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be just Titler software from NewBlue as an example.
Of course, yeah. Like we talked about, you could do titling through PowerPoint or anywhere where you can set up a green background, basically. It's not too complicated. I'll give you a quick rundown here of how we do it.
Now, before we forget, I got to also talk about if you guys have any questions, any comments, any concerns, anything you want to see in future shows, talk about us, send us an email live@epiphan.com, leave us a comment in the bottom of this video, and we'll try to get back to you as quickly as humanly possible.
Yeah, so, okay, we can see here we've got let me pull up a layout here where we've got titling on it. Okay, so this is a layout here where there's actually two kinds of green screening going on here. You can see Matt and I are, here, this is our, let me be specific with my mouse here. This here is our layout builder tool in Purl. And we have myself and Matt being cut out against this backdrop, but we also have the titling overlaid. And I'm going to show you how we did the titling. So we brought in the titles as a source here. And in fact, what I'll do is I'll turn off the chroma keying. So there we go. This is our source. And it has the two titles on it, and we can play them and stop them as we want. And all we have to do is, it's basically a 3-step process. Any of you who have used any kind of green screen software, this will be pretty straightforward. It follows protocol that lots of other hardware and software uses.
Now, we also understand, of course, that you may be new to this, and it's not going to be very simple, straightforward. It's going to be a lot of trial and error to find that perfect balance to get it right. But once you do, It's going to bring up and heighten just that quality of your live stream.
Yeah, so we're in our admin here. We say enable chroma keying, and then the first thing we need to do is sample the color that we want. It could be bright, could be green, it could be blue, it can be whatever you want really. Green and blue works really well for this, which is why the software tends to go that way.
Right, of course. And you see a lot of this throughout like Hollywood, right? So most commonly used, 300 was the first one we see with a lot of use of blue screen, using actor, who's the gentleman who played Leonidas there in the movie?
I haven't seen the movie.
Gerard Butler, thank you. How have you not seen that movie?
I don't know. I'll put it on my list.
So besides that point, that entire movie was done through blue screen or green screen in another aspect. And so the same thing can be applied here today within your studio, as you can see behind us with the green screen.
So we've got this title now working with, Lisa, if you could pull up the Purl admin one more time here. We can see the title, it's on here, but it's also, you notice it's a bit jaggedy edged here. So we have to sort of finesse that. So there's two parameters here that we need to work on. One is the key threshold, which kind of does the dynamic range about how much green we want to capture. So we're going to crank that up to 32. That's where we had it. And if you, with edge blend, that will help us get rid of some of these sort of jaggy edges here. So we had it at 7, which seemed to do the job nicely for us.
Now there is such a thing as too much. The same can be said for too
little. Yeah, we'll put that up by like 40 and see what it looks like. Yeah, then all of a sudden we have all this transparency in our titling, and we've gone way too far. So in fact, we'll even correct that up. Let's see what AV gives us. Yeah, it starts to get pretty ridiculous. But all that to say is with these 3 parameters, you finesse them a little bit, and before you know it, you should be able to get a perfect titling. So you'll be able to do any kind of animated on-screen graphics, lower thirds, whatever you want that is graphical or text-based. So
right.
Now, I think it's a pretty powerful feature for our Purl customers.
Which is great. Now, if there's anything you want us to put a little bit more focus on in a future show, want us to write a blog post, maybe get a little bit more information about specific things, whether it's how to do titling or what's the best kind of setup for a green screen, by all means let us know. Send us an email at live@epiphan.com. You can leave us a quick comment, although it's going to be hard to answer that question on the fly if it involves a heck of a lot of setup.
Yeah, well, we can try. So some of you are going to wonder if you can do upstream or downstream keying. This is common vernacular if you've used any kind of other hardware solution for green screening or chroma keying. And Purl is kind of a different beast altogether. And the shorter answer is yes, you can do any kind of upstream or downstream keying that you want to do. So it's completely flexible, and you should have a lot of fun with it if you're a Purl user already. So.
Yeah, which makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So again, if you want to learn a little bit more about it and you're in the area for Infocom, you can visit us again at the booth at
here we
2050.
are, in our booth. You can come see us.
It's a little quiet back here.
Yeah,
it's
really
kind
quiet.
of before the show is open. Yeah. It's a couple.
Time difference?
Yeah, a little bit.
No,
maybe.
It's not. Yeah, we're in the booth right now. Our colleagues are, and they have Purl on show, and they have they're going to be there tomorrow as well. Booth 2050. You can see the Webcaster X2. All the good stuff that we've got going on right now, it's in Florida right now, and of course on our website. So
yeah, and again, if you guys didn't catch the beginning of the show, of course, the X2 is now available for sale, for I guess pre-sale on our website. Shipments will follow shortly thereafter. But either way, you can stream to Facebook, you can stream to YouTube. Of course, not both at the same time, unfortunately, but it is a beautiful piece of device.
Yeah. No, people are really excited about it. Next week, we're going to be here again at the same time. We're going to be doing a show about the Webcaster X2, about how to go mobile with it. So for those of you who want to go out in the field and do live video stuff, and you are worried about how am I going to get my internet connectivity and how am I going to get power, well, we're going to try to put together a solution for those of you who are interested in that. So stay tuned, come on back, and we'll be here.
Yeah, and again, so if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you guys want to see, please let us know, live@epiphan.com. Leave us a comment, and we'll be talking about this, of course, for the future to come, and the firmware update as it comes will, of course, yield new questions and new features that we can do over time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's it, I think, yeah.
Yeah, so a little bit of a shorter show this week, but we'll be here same time next week talking about Webcaster X2 going mobile.
All right, thanks a lot.
Have a great show.